What's happening, guys? Right, so some of you may have seen the teaser trailer that we did, or that I did, sorry, for the haul that Jess and I had picked up. It included 5 consoles, one of which was NTSC, 2 handhelds, over 80 PS1 games, 80 PS2 games, a whole heap of Game Boy games, a whole stack of ZX Spectrum games. And what I'm going to do today is it'd be insane to show all that. So I'll put a link in the description to the teaser trailer, and I've picked out some games that I really like and I want to share them with you in this pickups video. So now the consoles we got were an NTSC N64, and I know somewhere local that does sell NTSC games, so that's really nice. There were 3 PlayStations, 2 of which were the fat models, 1 of which was the slim, and then there was a Sega Saturn. Now, just with one of the PlayStation 2s, we've kept the slim and traded one of the fat models. Now, unfortunately, that model wouldn't play blue discs. However, in our local market, there is a chap on there that said he would give me some credit for it. So with the credit we got, I traded it for this bad boy. Now, I've wanted this on the Wii for a long time, so whilst this wasn't in the initial haul, this is a part of the haul, and it's the 25th edition of Mario All-Stars, which again, our Wii is up here. The rest of the next gen consoles are downstairs, so it's really nice to play on this. So again, I mean, the box is a little bit tattered there. That's because they stick the stupid stickers over it, which I don't think they should do on cardboard games, but nevertheless, this is complete and it's in reasonable condition aside from the stickers at the top. Okay, so the actual haul itself then, the handhelds we got, there were 2 Game Boys, which is nice. I think the consoles alone in this haul, which we got for really cheap, without any of the games, if we just picked the consoles up, we'd have got our money's worth without a shadow of a doubt. Now, like I said, 2 Game Boys, they are damaged. This one has no yellowing, but unfortunately the screen needs to be glued, as you can see there, guys. Now, it does play, it does work, it works absolutely fantastic. Sorry about the noise, but yeah, I mean, we just need to glue the screen. And then for the second one, which is yellowed but does work, this actually has the screen case missing, which you can see. So we're going to pick a screen up for that, and we're probably going to get this customised. I'd like it customised in a totally different colour. I know a couple of guys on Facebook that do customise consoles and handhelds, so I might kind of reach out to them and see what they can do with this particular model. So 2 Game Boys, and what he threw in, and I'll tell you why I'm using that tone. He threw in this Game Boy printer, which I have cleaned up, although there is some damage you can see on the font there. It's a little bit jacked on the top. This was great, although I've not used it. I've never used it, so fingers crossed it will work. And I used a bit of a snotty tone because I was really pissed off. The initial picture on Gumtree showed all the stuff, and then there were 3 games that were kind of laid out on the floor. In particular, Resident Evil 1, Medieval 2 and Bomberman on the PlayStation 1. Games that I really fucking want. So we knocked on his door. We were in a space this big with all these games packed in. You know, it was difficult to go through every single one. And naively, I just kind of trusted him, you know, and we got home and those 3 games were missing. And, you know, Jess texted him and said, look, you know, these games are missing, blah, blah, blah. He accused us of that we'd lost them. And he said he'd sort something out. We've not heard from him since. So, yeah, I was a bit fucked off with that. But I still think we got a good bargain. Like I said, consoles alone are worth the money we paid. So let me show you some of the games then. So as I've said, one of the consoles we picked up was a Saturn, and we did get a Saturn game, and it's Firestorm Thunderhawk 2, which is made by Core Design Studios, the same game developers that developed the Tomb Raider games. Now, just before kind of, you know, touch on the rest of this, I've got an awesome video coming up where I'm going to go and visit the old Core Design game studios in Derby, the actual studios where Lara Croft was born. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Keep an eye out for the video. I'm super excited about it. So again, you know, this is a Core Design. This was made in Derby, created in Derby by the Core Design team that is now unfortunately defunct. But nonetheless, you know, I love getting Saturn games back because they're hard to come by, very hard to come by. Right then, a couple of PS2 titles. We've got I was happy, you know, to kind of get this in. Call of Duty 3. Now, I'm a big COD fan, particularly on the next generation multiplayer, but I don't see this much on the PS2. You know, call me naive. People watching this probably got about 14 copies of it or something, but I played this on my original Xbox when I lived in the Lake District on my own, and I have fond memories of playing this with my friend Chris. So that was kind of nice to get. Another PS2 game that I really like that I don't see much of is the Simpsons game. Now, I watched a video midweek by CVG and they'd done a brief but insightful chronology of the Simpsons games, the first one being Simpsons Arcade, which I used to play. It's been a series that's been kind of up and down in terms of its popularity and the quality of games that have been produced, but this game I do think holds kind of quite highly on the peak. So yeah, it was nice to get it in, and I do think it's one of them. You can probably pick it up between kind of £3 to £10. I've seen this, and it's complete as well, and it's not in bad condition. So just kind of swinging back a bit, I've got some Game Boy games up there I want to go through, but before we do that, these kind of made me smile because the ZX Spectrum was the first experience I had with gaming at all, and I was elated to get some of these back into my collection. Now, Outrun is a classic. Everybody knows about Outrun. It always has the kind of iconic red car on the front. Fantastic artwork. This particular version itself kind of radiates right through. You know, the nice artwork on the back. We've got nice artwork inside as well. All these come with their instruction leaflets, which I'll just show you Outrun's. It's quite jazzy. Unfortunately, it has no colour, but you know, real nice touch, real nice touch. You can see that there, guys. You know, so to get something like that back in your collection is amazing. Like I said, I started playing the ZX Spectrum when I was 5, and I'm 31 next week. So for the last 25 years, this console, not this console, it's a game obviously, but the ZX Spectrum's been something that's been quite sentimental to me. I own 2, and they're both in America, so I'm hoping to get them back soon. The second ZX Spectrum game is Paperboy, another classic on the arcade, and certainly a classic that I know has kind of radiated across many platforms, mobile gaming, I don't know, you know, NES, SNES, etc. And another one that's, again, you know, has some really nice artwork on the front. Can't beat a bit of Paperboy. 2 more ZX Spectrum games I want to show you, both board games actually, both games we should all be familiar with. They're universal games, Monopoly and Cluedo. Oh, sorry, the camera's inverted today. So yeah, really nice. Both of these games, again, not that I'm bothered, but both were made in England, and it kind of says it on the back there. I don't know if you can, I'll just show you on the back. You know, not that makes a shite of difference to me, but it just it just made me laugh when I was looking through them when I first got them. And what's interesting actually is in Cluedo, you get the notepads in there, unless somebody's just put them in from a different game. I don't know, but I thought that was quite a nice touch. So Cluedo, Monopoly. Okay, PS1 games now. Now I've already spoken about Core Design Studios and my plan to visit. So, you know, in with this haul, we got Tomb Raider 2, Platinum version, which I didn't own, you know, I sold everything previously, and Tomb Raider 3 on Black Label. So, you know, again, own the first, own the second, own the third, got all of them on the PS2. Massive Lara Croft fan. If anybody's been watching my channel for a number of years, you will know that I've always been like into my Lara Croft games, like Tomb Raider stuff. So, you know, oh, thank God these are back. Yeah, it made me smile, and again, I'm really looking forward to going out to Core Design Studios in Derby. Now here's one that's piqued my interest back in the day. That was Theme Hospital. I love my strategy games, anything to do with building theme parks. Not a massive fan of The Sims because I think it kind of lost direction a little bit when it hit the PlayStation 2, but that's just my opinion. But this game, this is fantastic, and unfortunately we haven't seen a successor. It ended with this, well, it started with this game and it ended with this game. Now for me, I'd love to see, you know, a little reboot, HD reboot or something on PlayStation Network, but, you know, nothing's come to fruition yet. But this was a game, again, like I said, I loved this game. I think I bought it for Christmas in 1990, 99, possibly 2000. I don't fully remember, but yeah, it's awesome. Again, guys, a series that's been lingering around since the Game Boy era, and that is Tetris. This one being the next Tetris. Sorry about the sticker on there as well. So yeah, I think Tetris games do hold a value. It's something, again, we've seen many different releases. You know, there's kind of Dr. Mario adapted from the Tetris game. You know, and of course made by Atari, a classic really. I think Jess is quite into Tetris. Me, not so much. Not particularly a puzzle kind of gamer, but you know, it's there. I was happy with it. You don't see it much, so it was great having the bundle. Final PS1 game that I think is worth a mention, and that is Tekken 3. This did appear on the teaser trailer that I put up a couple of weeks ago. Beautiful series, really, really nice. Obviously started with Tekken on the PlayStation 1. Jess and I are big into our fighters, anything Street Fighter, Marvel, Capcom, SNK, etc. And now Tekken, obviously. Again, I think this, I've seen this kind of floating around on Amazon and whatnot, and it does go for a reasonable amount. You know, it's not one of them games you can pick up for £1 online. If you're lucky enough to come across it in a charity shop, then maybe, but you know. So that was awesome. And just give me a minute. Let me just grab the Game Boy games and I'll show you what we've got. Okay, so in a couple of weeks I'm actually going to do a Game Boy collection because we've got some really, really nice handhelds now and loads of boxed and unboxed Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, etc. So I wanted to show you these because all of these came in with the haul, and I think, again, these games alone go for a reasonable amount. So the first game I want to show you is Alleyway. Can't really see because the sun glare there, guys. I'll kind of fly through these. We've got Tennis, Navy Seals, thankfully without Charlie Sheen because he's a dick, F1 Race, bear with me. This actually, I wonder if anybody's played this Castle Quest. It looks quite interesting. It's slightly damaged, but you know, I think it looks really, really awesome. Made by Hudson Soft, should be good. Crash Dummies, which again was a fantastic game. My brother's 2 years younger than me, and this definitely wasn't something I was into because I was a little bit older when it came out. But with a brother that was 2 years younger than me, I kind of, everything he kind of got and was into or naturally radiates across, and that was a game he always used to play, so I quite like it. Got Wave Race, awesome game on the N64 and PS1. We have True Lies, bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Reserve judgment on him. Batman Forever. Love the Batman series, actually. I can't wait for the next Batman release. A game that Jess is actually playing at the minute. I took it out of Game Boy this morning. We've got A Bug's Life. We've got Tasmania, which is a game I'm looking to get on the Mega Drive. If anybody has it, please Facebook me. And we have got 45 Zone, which I've not played, so I don't know what this one is like. A couple more then, guys. We've got Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 4. It is what it is kind of thing. Excuse me. Cannon Fodder, which is a classic PS1 game too. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which there's 2 of, so if anybody wants to trade, let me know, because there's the other one. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, yeah, so couldn't stand the programme. I'm guessing the game's going to be shit, so we'll bin that. We won't bin it really. And finally, I can't even read it without my glasses, Tweety's High Flying Adventure. So, yeah. So, a reasonable amount of Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, like I said, plus with the 5 consoles, 80 PS2 games well over 80 PS1 games. There are some awesome other games here. I just wanted to kind of pick out those because they're sentimental to me. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. Keep an eye out for that Tomb Raider Core Design Studios video coming up. I'm super excited about that, and there'll also be a Watch Dogs Midnight opening next week because I'm going to fucking buy the game. So yeah, check me out on Facebook, and any messages, any comments, queries, always welcome, and I'll see you soon.